So the Oklahoma City Thunder go and get blown out on the road once again in Game 6, this time in the NBA Finals. And now we're looking at Game 7, and this has got to be one of the best series that we've seen in the NBA Finals, and probably since 2016. Was it 2016 when the Warriors came back from 3-1 down against the Cavs? The Cavs came back 3-1 down from the Warriors. I think that's where we're at. This NBA Finals has been absolutely incredible, and Indiana really wanted to come out and give themselves a shot on the road. Now, I mean, if you're a Thunder fan, this is one thing you got to be thinking about. This is literally the only thing I've been thinking about and trying to remind myself is Oklahoma City is at its best when their backs are against the wall. So we're going to talk about that today. We're going to discuss this. Before we do that, though, as always, I want to hear from y'all. So join the discussion, jump in the comments below, and let me know what you guys are thinking. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like and hit that subscribe button. But the Oklahoma City Thunder lose 108-91 tonight. There wasn't a whole lot of good stuff. So this isn't going to be a terribly long video. This is going to be a shorter video because going into a Game 6 and a Game 7, you really know what's going to happen in the series, right? You know about the teams. You know what they're capable of. You're not learning anything new in these series. It's not like the first 3 or 4 games where you're watching coaches make adjustments and you're watching players make real-time adjustments. You're not seeing that in a Game 6 and a Game 7. So, you've got to take a step back and you got to say, well, what do we know about these teams, right? And what we know about these teams is Indiana is a scrappy team. They don't go away. Indiana, if you give them a chance, they will make a comeback, whether it's in a game or in a series. The Oklahoma City Thunder, it's when their backs are against the wall. That's when they're at their best. That's when they clamp down. And I do think this is part of a younger squad mentality here. So you have, the squad that's younger, and now all of a sudden, you see them like when they get these leads and they might relax a little more and continuing to try to put the coffin in the nail. But, like what we've seen against Game 7 in Denver, when it really mattered, Denver couldn't get anything done. Denver couldn't get anything going in that Game 7. And I would say it was the same thing in Game 4 of the Indiana Pacers series, where you could not go down 3-1 going into Game 5. You go down 3-1, that's a death sentence, especially knowing you have to come back to Indiana for Game 6, which I'm telling you would have been the same scenario as it would have been now. There's a good chance. They go out there and they make it suffocating for Indiana in that fourth quarter, to where although you were down the entire game, Indiana couldn't do anything. They couldn't do anything in the fourth quarter. I thought a lot of that was Indiana lost their legs as well, but this is the Oklahoma City defense. This is what they've been able to do all season. So I fully expect Oklahoma City to come out here in Game 7, lock up the Indiana Pacers, make their life absolutely hell, make Tyrese Halliburton beat them on that bum calf, because that's what's going on right now, or at least it's what we're being told. I think a lot of people are questioning whether or not that calf injury is actually real, or whether this is some Ponzi scheme out here to try to get, the team going, kind of like the Jordan flu game, which is another conspiracy everybody's kind of got going. But, if you look at the game tonight, Oklahoma City, just bad execution across the board. You couldn't get anything going. You come with J-Dub. I think I heard Stephen A. Smith say this. J-Dub scored 40 points tonight before comes out being a -40, worst in his career. Lou Dort was just, I love Lou, but that dude was awful tonight. You go look at him, 3 points, 4 rebounds, no assists, no steals, no blocks, non-factor on the defensive side of the ball, right? Let's say it, non-factor. 1 of 5 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3. Like, it felt like he shot more than 5 threes. It just felt like he kept heaving them up. But if you're Oklahoma City, you cannot be going, I think before your starters came out, I think it was like 2 or 3 from like 15 or something like that. You can't be having that happen again. You've got to go into the offseason trying to fix that. You can't go in the next season having cold spells from 3 for an entire game. Luckily, though, the bench was able to come in the fourth quarter, win that quarter 36-8 or 31-18, and kind of cut the lead down a little bit for the Pacers. Where, interesting enough, Rick Carlisle kept Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner, and a couple of those guys in the fourth quarter for quite a while, which I thought was interesting. When Oklahoma City pulled their starters, I thought Indiana would have pulled theirs as well. But again, you've seen Indiana do this time and time again. They get all the production and more from their starters. They go into their bench. They get production from guys on their bench. TJ McConnell and Obi Toppin off the bench combined for 32 points. If you add in what Ben Shepherd did, Benedict Mathurin, and you add in what Tony Bradley and Thomas Bryant did, you're looking at another almost 50 points off your bench. Oklahoma City's just got to be better. This hasn't been their game. Again, not a lot to really recap here because we know what these teams are. I think we all know what we're going to get. We're in for an incredible Game 7 in the NBA Finals. Thunder fans should absolutely go out there and enjoy this. I don't feel like there's a need for you to just be mass panicking here. I do think Oklahoma City will win that game in Game 7. I told you guys it was going to be either Indiana in 6 or Oklahoma City in Game 7 after we lost that first game at home, and I'm going to continue to stick by that. So jump in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think, and yeah, we're going to see you guys next time.